restart properly, just to see if the audio levels are. Blah 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 blah. Hello, hello. Music's a little too. Hello, 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 hello. Poop, 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 poop. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay. Okay, so I've been gone a while from streaming and stuff. Not for any particular reason, I can't lie. Just life gets in the way sometimes. I started a new job back in May, I think it was. So part of my attention has been like devoted to that. And also just other projects. It's been about 4 or 5 months since I last streamed, and I just couldn't be bothered. I think a lot of it was just laziness. It is currently 5 minutes to 4 in the morning in the UK. I don't know why I got the sudden inspiration to just start streaming, but I don't know. It was just it was just a need. There was just a feeling. I think, well, to put it simply, I've had a really bad sleeping problem over the last day or so. Last night I had these sort of like stomach cramp things, and I don't think I ended up getting to sleep until about 10 a.m. in the morning the following day. So my sleeping schedule, which already was quite chaotic, is just even more fucked now. So I don't know, I figured why not do this? It might help tucking me out a bit. Like if I'm talking, even if no one's joined, even if nobody's watching, even if nobody's talking in the chat or anything, it's just me and you if you decide to watch this live or later on, that's fine. But yeah, since I last streamed, which again was probably in May or April or something, I've released a new Only Plays animation, Sonic's new catchphrase, which I've been working on from May 2021 on and off until release. So, and that released last month, I think it was mid-August. I'm really proud of how it looks, but my god, I never want to do an animation in that process ever again. I'm really proud of it again, but my god, that took way too long for about 45 seconds of animation. At the moment, since then, I have been working on other stuff. In the last couple of weeks, I have been working more on drawings. I actually think I've improved a bit more in terms of anatomy and stuff, and hopefully you'll see why I plan to post them sometime this month. But I'm hoping I can get a few drawings done before I post anything, so I can upload quite consistently, you know. Aside from that, I've been working on a new video, which I've kind of passed around to my friends, see their reactions and stuff. It's going to be just a full animatic. Well, hang on. 2 seconds. I just realized I haven't plugged my fucking headphones in. God damn it, this is just coming from the audio from the computer. Hang on. Let me see if I can just... Okay, let me try and test the audio again. Hang on. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, the last few weeks I've been focusing on drawing, but I've been making a new video, which has also been in the works for about a year now. It's going to be a bit more rough. I'm not going to refine it as much as the Only Plays video because it took way too long to do. Yeah, it's been all right. I have been, I would say, productive, but I think I can always be a bit more productive. It takes a long time to make anything as an animator or an artist. It's really hard being your own sort of cheerleader, I guess. But things are coming, admittedly slowly, but that's also kind of the nature of the beast. So tonight I just thought I would chill, just do a really, you know, relaxed. I mean, already it's meant to be relaxed. Like that's how my streams usually work, right? Pardon me. And we're just gonna do this drawing that I literally just finished up like 10-15 minutes ago, and we'll see where we go from there. But we actually do have someone in the chat. I'm not sure why my chat isn't working on the screen on the stream. It should be, but it doesn't matter. I will be reading them out just in case, because obviously you guys, if you're watching this later on, you can't see the chat. So someone called the Netherite Bird 2021. Hello there, Aaron. How are you today? Not bad. Tired, but I don't know. I'm tired, but I'm not too bad. I mean, yeah, having that stomach problem last night was not fun, but aside from that, I'm okay. You know, just chilling. But yeah. I guess we'll just start. Might as well. Let's see if I can... I've had to dig out my laptop, and I haven't used it in months. I used it like a little while ago to watch Netflix on, but it's absolutely like freezing. It's so cold to touch. Okay, so we've got a little picture of Abel here, my superhero original character, and he's holding a Switch, or if you prefer, you know, due to copyright, we'll just say it's a knockoff version of a Switch, just in case Nintendo don't like that. Haha, they aren't gonna notice. They aren't gonna give a shit because I'm a tiny screwbird in a big city. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm assuming that'll be somewhat rhetorical because there's only 2 people in the stream. So. If my line art does seem a bit off, it's merely because I'm not 100% the best. But we'll just go for it anyway. If it sucks, then I can always try again. But it doesn't really matter. So I'll tell you what I have been doing lately. Aside from all the animation stuff, I've been really into Dragon Ball. Just in general, like Z, Dragon Ball Super. I haven't really watched GT. I just know a bit about it, so that's not really the same as watching it. But I've been playing through that Kakarot game as well, and I've been enjoying it. It's been fun. It's good stuff. I've been really into it lately, just obsessively talking about it with anyone who will listen, basically. The Neverite Bird 2021 says, "I'm doing fine, just doing some Pokemon Go battling and losing lol." Yeah, I haven't played Pokemon Go in about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I go through like phases and stages where I'm like really into it, and then I'll kind of fall off of it again, and then I'll be back into it, which is kind of how I play Pokemon games anyway. Catch any decent shinies or Pokemon? That is one good thing, it is that is one thing it is good for, though. It's good for collecting shinies. I've got more shinies in Pokemon Go than I have in any of the games, the mainline games. Come back to them. Admittedly, I haven't really been in a Pokemon mood for a while. Hopefully, I'll kick up when the newest one comes out, which I might get. But what is it? Scarlet and Violet, I think. But I haven't really been into Pokemon for a little while. The other day I was catching Pokemon while playing an Xbox game in the middle of playing, and when I got done I realised I got a shiny. Fair enough. What was it? What kind of Pokemon was it? What brings you to this stream anyway? The Netherite bird. Usually I don't really get many, well, I don't want to say strangers, but, I don't get anyone who's usually a stranger who watches my streams, so it's a welcome difference, I suppose. Well, not today, it's literally it's I'm streaming and it's computer. But yeah, I've been like obsessively into Dragon Ball again lately. Just I don't know. It's been a real like eye-opening experience going back to it. I've also been reading the colored manga for the Saiyan saga. I've got up to I think halfway through the Frieza saga, but then I think they stopped releasing it in English. And I know I could just read it online or. Not that, but there are ways to find it, I suppose. Not that I'm advocating piracy or anything. It's just I can always go back and read the black and white stuff, but I'm not. I usually like having it in color. I think it adds to it, and I think the manga colors are way better than the anime colors. To be honest. Whenever I've drawn those characters, I usually try and take inspiration from the manga colors, or kind of a mixture of my choices of color and the manga colors, and maybe bits of the anime's colors when applicable. But usually, I don't really like when the color Goku's gi like a reddy orange. I prefer it being like a bright orange or like a yellowy orange or something. The Pokemon was a shiny Wooper. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. I mean, yeah, like it's better than not having any at all. And Wooper's pretty fun Pokemon, I would say. Never really had it as part of my team, but yeah. Sorry, I have to keep like stopping and starting with the drawing. Like I can't focus on the chat and draw at the same time. I was just looking for a good streamer to watch because none of my favourite ones were, and I saw you drawing and I thought, this guy's art style is pretty cool, so I started to watch. Oh, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. Also, if the Never I Bird 2021 gets wrong and just call me Bird. Okay, Bird, I'll call you Bird. Oh, but thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I wasn't actually expecting anyone to come on at all tonight, because most of my friends are asleep. So I was expecting maybe like one or two, maybe not even that, but like I was just expecting it to be dead and me just talking into the air, which is what I usually do anyway. But yeah, it's nice of you to say. I'm glad you're here. You're welcome. Oh, well, thank you. It's appreciated. But I'm hoping I will do more of these streams. Well, not hoping. I want to. I'm hopefully going to. It's just my schedule is quite sporadic at the minute, as in I don't really have like a proper schedule, if that makes sense. Like it changes every week depending on work. So you know, plan ahead so much. You know, I used to do it on Wednesdays more often than not, but yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping I can maybe try and do it a bit more consistently. Even if it's not drawing, if it's just like going through files that I've got, like I was really hoping to do a one where I go through some of the files of my old videos or something, like maybe the Only Plays one, which I did recently, that sort of thing. This Switch is probably going to be a bit more of a knockoff than an actual Switch because I can't really be bothered to get a reference. Reference photos, that is. Yeah, to be honest, I am usually up at this time, but I've never streamed this late before. So make it a swatch, swatch, non-tondo swatch. Suppose that what's it called? The console that Valve made, that's kind of like a Nintendo Switch knockoff, right? But it works and apparently it's good, it's just really expensive. I'm not really a PC gamer though, so yeah, I'll do it. Go overboard. Also, how can you draw with a mouse if that's what you're using? I have tried to use a mouse to draw, and it's so annoying. Oh, I'm not using a mouse. I'm using a Wacom tablet. Quite an old Wacom tablet model, if I'm being totally honest, but it works, and that's all I ask. And I'm so used to it now that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I did used to draw with a mouse, but this is a Wacom tablet I'm using, just a cheap one I got years ago. I think I've actually been using it for like almost a decade now. Do you draw as well, Bird? If so, what do you draw? Something about that's bothering me. I think it's the fact that it's not really a language. Years ago, I did used to draw with a mouse. Though it's not fun. I don't know how I did it for so long. basically, I used to take a picture of. I would draw with pencil and paper. Then I would take a picture of the pencil and paper drawing, and then I would go ahead and draw over it in a free DeviantArt program that you could use on the website. I think it's still up, but it was called DeviantArt Miro or something, and I used to use that. And I mean, it was okay for what it was. I mean, you know, it's free software, but I used that for years and years. Something about that thing is just not loading with me. It's too fat. But I used to, yeah, it was a while before I got a tablet, and then I got a quite a cheap tablet for birthday, I think. And then I think a year or two later, I upgraded to this one, which is just a Wacom. What's it called? One. It's called One by Wacom. I don't think you can get these anymore though. But my old college used to supply them. Like you could use them in the lesson, but you weren't supposed to take them home or anything. Yeah, I make drawings typically of video game characters or me and my friends in a funny situation. Like the other day, I drew one with all three of my friends. How did you get it? I like that so much. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Like, definitely keep at it. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, I draw video games too sometimes. I draw Sonic mostly, but I do like to draw Nintendo stuff as well on occasion. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm definitely not this right now. In terms of artistry, I think I just really want to pump something out really quick. So if the quality's not as good as my usual stuff, you know why. But I'm still gonna press on anyway because might as well. And at the very least, I've done something tonight. I've done something productive. Actually, I think I've been quite productive in a good way today. I paid my taxes. I did any online training I needed to do for my job, and I'm doing this stream. So, and this was all in the span of about what, 2 hours, 3 hours. I was playing a game. I was playing that Dragon Ball game, and then I suddenly decided to just draw, and I was like, I should stream this. So, there you go. I'd say the video game character the most would be Sans in my Undertale phase. You know, I've never played Undertale, I can't lie, but I do know a lot of people enjoy it, so. Have you drawn any Pokemon stuff? There's something about that arm is going to be way too long. It's like if it's here, it's gonna look like it's too. Yeah, it's gonna look a bit too big. I might edit this. The other character that I draw quite a lot is Spider-Man, but I'm also a big nerd for book stuff, so it's just been fun being able to kind of identify stuff lately in art and media that I enjoy and kind of realize like why I like it and why I might like this design and that design and stuff. That's been something I've been figuring out lately, which has been quite fun. Oh, it's just I'm not like good at drawing Pokemon stuff. Practice makes perfect. Nah, don't let that intimidate you or anything. It's like it's totally fine. You go through phases of like being really into stuff and being able to draw stuff. Like, to be honest, now I'm drawing my original character, and it's proving quite difficult because I haven't done it in a while, so I'm feeling really rusty. Yeah, I really want to do more of these. I just think I've been slacking too much lately in terms of just a bit of everything. I'm not really where I want to be at the moment in terms of like creativity, and I'm using that as a bit of a driving force to do stuff. But it's quite scary, you know, when you think and you want to make more stuff. You want to just create, but it's just exhausting having that passion and drive all the time. And also deciding on what projects to do, like that's a really hard thing for me at the minute. I get ideas like all the time, and I just really struggle to keep that momentum going. During university, I think it was a bit easier for me because I had like deadlines, and deadlines definitely helped, but they don't really help when I'm doing it just for myself. But at the same time, not that I don't enjoy working for others and doing work for other people or anything, because I have done commission work before. It's just, at the very least, if I have a time limit with a person and a commission, I tend to stick to it a lot more, but at the same time I dread doing it because, not for any reason, I just kind of get a bit freaked out, and because it's for somebody else, I feel like the quality has to be a lot better. Whereas doing stuff for me, I can spend a while on something, but still not be satisfied, and then keep working on it. Just an cycle of not making good progress though, with this drawing. I'm probably gonna get some messages of friends tomorrow being like, I got a notification saying you were streaming last night at 4 o'clock in the morning. What the hell? And I'll just be like, yeah, I kinda don't sleep. You should know that already. It's not that I don't sleep, it's just I sleep very, very late. But hey, 2 consistent viewers, that's pretty good. In my opinion, it is. That's pretty good for me. Bird says, yeah, I didn't sleep much either during my summer break from school. I would stay up till
1 or 2 in the morning and then not eat breakfast or lunch because I slept in all.
Oh, see, if I've slept late, which I normally do, I'll still have breakfast, but it won't be. It'll be the first thing that I've eaten that day, but it won't be like, morning breakfast. It will just be like the first thing that I eat. I don't usually. I try not to skip breakfast if I can help it, but there's sometimes when like I'm running late and I just can't fit it in, or sometimes I just don't even want it. Like sometimes I just can't be bothered to make it because then I'd have to wash a dish. It's fun. It sucks. Yeah. Well, 1 or 2. That's I mean that's like light, but it's not like too late. I reckon a really late time would be like 4 or 5 a.m. which is normally what time I sleep, but it's also because I'm very much a night person. I get all my best ideas and do my best work at night. Which it wasn't like that, but it is. Well, no, it's not so much that. I guess during the day I'm usually a bit more groggy, and then I kind of wake up as the day progresses and do my best like art and animation work like at nighttime. Which I suppose is kind of good because I don't want to waste all my energy, my creative energy, like being at work and not being able to draw there. Yeah, my first thing I would eat would be like a granola box and chips. Okay. I'm assuming you mean like crisps, like the snack. I'm assuming you must be American. Because I don't think we have granola bars here. Or if we do, I don't know about it. I don't really eat sweets or chocolate or candy that much. Yeah. Oh, cool. What time is it over there? It must be like 10 o'clock, right? Or is it early? It's like 11:26 p.m. Okay. Oh, that's not too late, I suppose. Yeah, it's like 4:27 a.m. over here. There's not a soul alive. Everyone's asleep, like they rightfully should be. Like I rightfully should be, but I'm not. I'm sat crying on the couch because I've got nothing else better to do. And for some reason, I've got an energy spike at the minute. So usually I get like an energy spike if I've eaten like a snack later at night, which I know you shouldn't do because it gives you energy and stuff, but I haven't actually eaten like not eaten. Although I have had loads of Pepsi, so. We all should be sleeping right now. It's so hard for me to sleep and That's fair. Yeah, I mean, if you and your friend are both up, then it's chill. I mean, you could still be up and be on your own, and that would be fine too. I'm not judging. I'm up and I'm currently chatting to myself. Move. Why is it not moving? Oh. I wonder how cold it is. It's beginning to get really cold over here in the UK. Which I'm all for, mind, because I got so sick of the summer heat. I love the feeling of summer, but like there is a certain point where it's like shit's too hot and you just want to die. I'd much rather be cold because at the very least you can heat yourself up. Like you can put the heating on. Well, maybe not put the heating on considering the prices are going up now, but you can wrap up. You can put clothes on. I guess. I'm just glad that some friends stay up so late and you're out. That's when you know. Yeah. Yeah. I think all my friends are asleep, or they're out, or they're, you know, busy otherwise. Which I totally understand. I did actually want to go out tonight, but... Well, actually, did I? I kind of did and I didn't. It's one of those things. I had the weekend off, so I thought, just stay in and chill, but part of me wishes I went out. Now that camp sucks ass, I'm getting rid of it. I'm just gonna make it really just sit like tight here, basically. I'll do. No, it won't. There we go. I hate something I do not like. Winter is more my style. You're in the summer season, you can get so naked. True. But in the winter, you can bundle up with so many blankets when I start to fuck up. That sounds like a good goddamn plan, I gotta say. I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. That sounds like a good plan to me. Although, I mean, Home Alone's great, but I'd probably put Elf on. Elf's probably like one of my favorite Christmas movies. I love it. Home Alone is great though. I really want to watch the second one at some point this year, hopefully. And I love watching the old Grinch, the animated version. The Jim Carrey version one is good too, but it's, you know, I just love that Chuck Jones animated style. I think with summer I really like the idea of like you're able to just sit out and stay up late, you know, it's light outside. We've still got like loads of time. Places are open later sometimes. You can sit and have a drink with your friends, go to a pub, go to a bar. I think that's why I like parts of it, but then you remember, oh yeah, I've got to work through this heat and it's unbearable. I do agree that I'd probably rather it be cold and then you can try and eat out at the very least. I can't wait to flip this drawing and it looks like crap. Size brush 10. I really wanted to do something original for this stream because even though I've been this drawing project, I should say, that I'm doing at the moment, is technically fan art, but it's like I took some creative liberties with it. With this, I just wanted it to be an original thing. I wanted to use Able again because I haven't drawn in so long. His name is Abel. He's a superhero. And I would like to put him in something that I make at some point. Because at the minute, well, for the longest time, sorry, I was wanting to do a pilot episode with him in it and then maybe ship it around, shop it around even to places, but I'm thinking maybe like just a 3-minute clip might even work, because it could get, like, as long as it gets the vibe of what I'm going for, then that's kind of the point, right? I will say as well, when I was younger, summer was great for being a kid and being finished with school. But now that I'm an adult, it doesn't really matter. I don't really get time off. I don't get 6 weeks off in the summer anymore. I wish I did. Cross-eyed. I'm trying to make sure it looks like he's on the screen. The eyes a bit too high up, I think. No, it's still too high up. That's just me like 101% of the time during my top 5 favorite movies are 5, A Christmas Story. I haven't seen that. I do want to though. The director of that did Black Christmas, which is one of my favorite horror movies, so I should probably watch that. It's so funny how it's such a contrast though. It's just, one is a totally lovely like family film that's lasted the test of time, and the other is a fairly unique horror film for the time. It's very unnerving. It's one of the few films that like gets completely under my skin. I love it though. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm assuming that's a stop motion one, right? The stop motion animated one. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. I don't know if I'm getting confused with something else. Frosty the Snowman. I don't know if I've seen that. I have seen the one with Michael Keaton in it, Jack Frost, I think. I like that when I was a kid. The Grinch, the original one, Grinch Always. Home Alone 1 and 2, and 0, Elf. Elf is a great movie for humor besides him. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a funny movie. Which is funny because I'm not usually into, what's his name's movies? Will Ferrell. I mean, he's okay, don't get me wrong, but he's just not, he's very whatever. Like, I don't really hate his movies, but I haven't seen loads of them, but his style of humor is not really always for me, but I do like Elf a lot. It's probably the Christmas movie I watch the most. But I also try and make it a tradition to watch the SpongeBob Christmas special. One where they celebrate Christmas for the first time. Try and watch that one every year, because that one's a very nostalgic one. Shaping up to be a full holiday, your normal average every day. This Christmas feels like the first Christmas morning. Actually, I like the BoJack Horseman Christmas special. That was good. I didn't even find that out until a few years later that was an episode. Like, I didn't find it on Netflix when I first watched the show, and then I found it when browsing with my friend. I think I'm going. Okay, now we're gonna add some buttons. Switch, but not switch, but it is a switch, but it's not. Basically, as long as it doesn't look as flat as it does, it's fine. Hey, but Halloween's coming up soon, which is pretty cool. And the new Halloween film is coming out, which I'm very excited for. I really like Halloween Kills. I don't really give a shit what anyone else says. I really like that movie. Not that the general consensus is that it's bad, it's just not as good, but it's like, I think it's better than Halloween 2018 personally. It's Christmas feels. Doesn't really look like a thumbstick, does it? Or control stick, whatever. Okay. And we will add some more detail to the knot switch. Some very quick strokes just to get an idea. We'll see if we can. I'll see if I can get this colored too as well. Get it colored and maybe shaded depending on how I feel, and then call it a day. If I don't shade it tonight, I can just shade it another time, I suppose. We've got to do the dreaded image flip now. Once I save, we can not bad. I mean, it's not great. It looks a bit stiff, pose-wise, but okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's try it. This hand's gonna be huge, I can tell. Yep, yeah, I was right. I called it. His hand's huge. His right hand. His head looks fine. His face looks fine. Probably gonna have to adjust this line here. He looks a bit too big. Abel's meant to be somewhat chubby, but he's not going to be that big. So, that'll be okay. But we do have to let it. It's just a bit too big. It just sticks out. Hungry now, damn it. Talking about food earlier really made me hungry. It's okay. Let's stay up. Too late. I'm gonna distort this bad boy until it looks better. Now we're gonna scale it. Oh, I got confused. I'm not like entirely happy with the way that looks, but we can edit.
It's Christmas fiends and fireworks, Christmas tree. Did you ever collect something, whether it be Pokemon cards or baseball cards? What did you collect as a child?
We didn't. We don't really like do baseball over here. We've got a thing called rounders, which is like the same thing, but we're not really as into it over here. In terms of like collecting stuff, yeah, I collected. For me, for when I was growing up, it was all about football cards. Getting like the best footballer, or I guess you would say soccer, for you guys. But yeah, I wasn't really into that. I was more into the nerdy stuff. But in saying that, I never did collect Pokemon cards, which I find quite surprising considering I was the perfect age for it. I loved Pokemon, and I don't know. I don't know. I just never did it for whatever reason. I did, although this is not going to be when I was a kid, more when I was more or less an adult. But basically, when Amiibos came out for the Nintendo Switch and stuff, those were things I collected. I got really into those for a while, yeah, I got really into those. I spent loads of money on those, like a lot of money. Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. That would, a lot of it would be Amiibos, but kind of fell out of it a little bit just because it's they're quite expensive, but also the demand isn't quite as there for them anymore. They've kind of fallen out of favor a bit with the general public, which is fine, but like they don't sell them quite, or at the very least they don't push them quite as much as they used to. But I got like a lot of them. I got most of the Smash Brothers ones. I think there was only a few I was missing. Although now I'm probably missing a few because they've added Ken and Ryu and Steve and Minecraft. So I'm probably missing quite a lot. But I never did collect Pokemon. I also like. I don't know if it was. I wouldn't necessarily say. As a kid, I thought of it as a collection, but even now as an adult, I love getting action figures. I love action figures. Just because I'm a big kid, basically. But no, I love action figures. There's something about holding something that's, something that was 2D and then making it 3D. That's really fascinating to me, and holding it and moving it and posing it. Like, that's so fun. I've got loads of Dragon Ball figures, but as a kid, and now it was all about like Marvel and DC action figures. Because I didn't get into Dragon Ball until I was older. But now I usually get the Band Presto ones for Dragon Ball stuff. But it was the Marvel Legends line for the Marvel figures that I really liked. And I remember I had a figure that was based on, I think it might have been Jim Lee's art. The guy who's, done so much artwork and comic book art for DC Comics. But I remember there was action figures of like his art, like in his style, which I always used to get out of the Batman animated series figures and Justice League figures and stuff.
Bird says, same Amiibos were another thing I got when Super Mario came out. My grandma absolute chat she is. Got me the Japan version of the Mario Odyssey Amiibos and the Mario cereal. I also, when they did it, I always got Pokemon cards too. Like 3 or 4 cards in a paper before that, so saving them, dying that. But I wanted to save it for more money, and I don't really get that.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. That's cool though. I got all of the yarn Yoshis when they came out. I even got the big one, but I got the pink one, the blue one, the green one. Hey, that doesn't look too bad actually. I mean, it's not brilliant, but drawing wise, it's okay. I got the yarn Yoshis. I got the big one. I got the green, blue, and pink ones. Oh, I also got. I don't know if this is somewhat worth bragging about, but the most expensive thing that I've bought that's an action figure is Sonic Adventure 2. I think it's called the Joyride action figures. I think they're out of business now, but basically 20 years ago they released a line. I say a line, there was only 2 figures, but a line of figures which were based on Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic and Shadow. When I was a kid, I had them both, and then of course being a kid, I either broke them or I don't think I lost them. I think they broke over time. But yeah, quite a few years later, when I got a job, one of the first things I did was rebuy the action figures. So I've got one in a box, which is it's literally like in almost new condition. It's in the box. It's got the little like board thing that Sonic stands on, and Sonic's coloured and he looks great. And then I've also got the quote unquote prototype version, which is just all grey. I got that one for about £90, I think. So I remember when I got the free amiibos from Japan, I thought I brought them to my old school and showed them to everyone. It was good. The day felt so nice. I feel that. I still really like getting action figures. I don't care what anyone says. It's fun. It's cool. I think that'll be when I know that I've made it, when my own creations have like action figures. But I think it was a really cool idea because I always wanted, when I was younger, I always really liked the idea of like the Super Smash Brothers like cast being trophies, and I wanted to try and capitalize on that by like buying my own, not my own, but buying like figures of the characters and then kind of positioning them as if they were like the trophies from Smash. But obviously they weren't even in the same series most of the time back then. Like Nintendo were very fickle about doing deals with like brands, I think, in terms of like action figures. Well, maybe not so much with Mario, but definitely with Zelda. Whereas now it's a lot easier to get stuff. Zelda, Metroid, and stuff. Yeah, they've got the whole like Nintendo world of Nintendo line as well. Crap. Yeah, I like the Splatoon ones as well. That's something that I've been thinking about getting back into, Splatoon. Because I haven't played it for a while. I think that sleeve's a bit too long. I played the hell out of Splatoon 1. Really did enjoy it. But Splatoon 2 just didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really do too much for me. I played it, just nowhere near as much as the first one. I don't know. I think it was just too similar. I think that was kind of the problem. It's like with the new one, I'm hoping that they've added a lot more stuff. And I've heard a lot of good things, but I haven't really looked into it too much, to be honest. So I'm not sure what the general consensus is. It does look cool. I've been thinking about maybe getting it. It's, you know, I'll look into it a little bit. At the minute, it's not at the moment. God damn it. Most money I ever spent on toys/video games was one of the first Toys to Life games, Skylanders. Oh yeah, I remember those. I like the idea of them, but I never got into it purely because I didn't really get into the brand. I remember it was originally meant to be for Spyro, and then they changed it so he wasn't really as much of a focus. I liked his design as well. I remember being one of the few people that liked his redesign, but I also didn't grow up with Spyro, so.
I remember playing Trap Team and Superchargers, and then all the way back to SWAT Force, and then went to my local game shop, and so did all. I bet it now. Days, how dare you will.
Yeah. I don't sell stuff. I'm like a really bad hoarder. that's how I deal with it. I don't sell things usually. Even if I don't use stuff, I'll keep it. Okay, that arm does look a bit better. The most money I've ever spent on a figure though was about £200 plus on the Sonic Joyride figure. That was £200 something pounds, not including delivery. I think delivery was like actually £15 to £20. That's the thing when I really want something, I just don't have any control. I just go for it, which is not the best. We've got time. We'll do some shading as well. Just do a bit of shading. Not too much though. It's kind of can't really be bothered. Oh, weird. Oh. Sorry, I just noticed that the colouring was different for some reason on the shading. It was like slightly brighter. I don't know why. Oh, wait. Okay, the density went down. Can't read. My parents always tell me to get rid of stuff, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But I'm aware of it, so it's attachments. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I quite struggle with it, to be honest. I like having the things I have. I like being able to go back to stuff as well. Like, even if it's a game I don't necessarily love or, like a whole lot. I like being able to know that it's in my collection in a way. So I guess the collection stuff didn't really stop for me. I just kind of went on to gaming and video games and stuff. What is this? Okay, that should be fine. Sorry, I was just fiddling about with it. It was just something about it was just annoying me. Okay, back to the shading. Actually, I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'll probably finish the shading, and then I think I'll call it a day. I'm starting to feel the tiredness, and you can probably tell. But I will be doing another stream to cover this. I might even do it tomorrow.
a console or something you love doing, and you say, like, get off that, and you're playing that thing too much.
Yeah, it's a bit backwards, isn't it? Like, how about just enjoy the fact that I'm playing a thing that you bought, that you spent loads of money on? I suppose when you get older, though, like, you begin to, like, understand, or at least when you buy stuff, you know you're going to use it, or you know how much you're going to use it. Whereas, like, when you're an adult, no matter how much of an age gap there is, you know, there'll always be some sort of disconnect. They won't really understand. Like, games have a finite life. Like, you finish a game and then, you know, you do stuff on it. You can keep playing it, but usually people get other stuff in games. But hey, if you've got to do your chores, then you've got to do your chores, you know. If they're telling you to get off and do chores, then you've got to do them, you know. We've all got responsibilities, as much as we don't want them. Can't listen to me lecturing people. I'm like the last person to lecture. I don't even do my own fucking dishes and chores. I probably should. And I do eventually, just not consistently.
What time tomorrow if you can translate your time to the American time so I can come back?
So I think you're 5 hours behind me, or the Americans. A lot of Americans are, not all of them, obviously. But so I think if I come on stream in the afternoon, let's just say, for instance, maybe 5 o'clock in my time, then that will roughly be about 11 or 12 o'clock midday in American time. I'll be streaming for like at least an hour as well. Like, I want to do roughly an hour or something every time I come on, at least. If it's longer, that's fine. Just my aim is usually for an hour because it feels more worthwhile. So maybe I don't know exactly. Basically, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll try and come on in the afternoon for me. So that'll probably be early afternoon or late morning for you, I assume. I don't know. I'm not sure at the minute. I do have a couple things I need to do tomorrow, but I'll try and come on for sure. I'm meant to be playing a game with my friend on the evening, but depending on what time that finishes, I might be able to come on evening. That was a very poor answer. I do apologize. It's just I can't really commit. I can't exactly, put down a time. So I would just say it's a bit rubbish, but like maybe have a look at my Twitter or like Instagram, and then you'll see when I'll share when I'm about to stream. I'll try and keep everyone updated. But yeah, sorry, that was a very shitty answer, but yeah, what I'd say is just maybe have a look on Twitter. I'll post when I'm going on, when I decide. Just at the minute, I'm not entirely sure what's going on tomorrow. I've got a couple of things I need to do.
It's fine, but also just found an old Game Boy Advance.
That is pretty awesome, to be fair. It's awesome. You got any good games on there? But yeah, I'm just going to go back to that thing with the streaming. I'm going to try and come on in the afternoon, but I'll see how things go. I'll keep things updated. I'll keep you updated on Twitter, so yeah. Have a look on there if you're ever confused. Maybe I'll post it.
Okay, and all that stuff.
Christ. It doesn't look so good with a tongue, but it'll look better when it's coloured.
No, I think it was a Game Boy from the chat.
That's pretty cool. What, they played it? They played Game Boy games. That's pretty awesome. Or was it a gift? I imagine it was probably a gift, right? Almost complete. I think what I'll do is finish up the shading. That's what I need to do. Then I will do the line art black, and then we'll call it a day there. You can really have a look at the shading properly. I had pizza for dinner, so it stinks. Oh god. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm very tired now. See, socialization just drains me. It doesn't always drain me, but like streaming does.
Yeah, it was a gift. They gifted me a lot of things. Like, they gifted me one of my grandmother's games with the, I think it was Plants vs Zombies. Oh yeah, I played that.
I played it for my brother's iPad years ago. It was a good game.
I think it was Plants vs Zombies.
They are really good grandparents. So I'm glad to hear it, dude. That's lovely. It sounds like, yeah, they sound like lovely grandparents. They sound like lovely people.
Yeah, same. I had pizza for dinner and
yeah, it does. It gives me. I think it gives everyone like quite bad gas. Okay, right. I've done. Actually, no, I've not done yet. Got one. No, we've got two more things to do. Two more bits of shading. Then we'll make it the line art black. See how that looks. The shading still being purple, and then we'll call it a day. And we'll try to stream a lot more consistently from here on out. I haven't streamed in 4 months. 4 or 5 months. So. Too much grease, that's why. Yeah, it's because with pizza, there's so much on it. There's so much going on with it. Like there's cheese, like tomatoes, the crust, the bread of the crust. You know, it's like a lot. It's and plus it's like the way it's cooked. It's just so much. You know, it's not like a bit of chicken where it's like it gets cooked and then that's it. It's like there's so much going on to it, getting mixed together. Pizza also makes me really, 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 really tired. Obviously not tired enough for me to go to bed early. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's name that. Shading. You know what? Okay, right. We're going to do the base color, which means we're not going to color it. It means that we're going to get the base color down.
So good we get so bad vegetables.
No, why don't vegetables taste like that? That'll do. Isn't it called decay? There we go. Okay, that's done it. You can barely see the line on it, but don't fix that. Okay. Okie dokie. And moment of truth. Hey, not bad. I think his proportions look a bit weird. Like, I think his arms are probably too long, maybe his legs are too long. Something about it, I don't know. It looks okay. Here it is without the red. You can kind of see the shading, but not really. It's like, it's there. It's not too noticeable. And
Loads.
And then here is the base color, which we will then make the official coloring later on. But for now, I think that'll be fine. I'm pretty happy with that, considering that's a very, tired drawing I've done. It's not, it could have been a lot worse. I think I might add some detail here. Maybe add some detail at the back.
Honestly, I love when I find someone who's MIO like you yourself want to hang out with.
Oh, thank you, dude. I'm glad I'm fun to hang out with. I usually don't think so, but no, thank you, Bird. It's been great. Thanks for keeping me company as I've stayed up late and drawn and talking into the abyss. But yeah, not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. Call it a night even. Give myself a nice little rest. And hopefully be back at it tomorrow. Again, if you're ever unsure about, what time I'm coming on, just check my Twitter. It's @AaronMunch. Also, feel free to check out my other socials. It's Aaron Munch on Instagram too. The Aaron Munch on YouTube. Twitch.tv/Aaron Munch, which is likely what you're watching it on. And Facebook.com/The Aaron Munch. Feel free to check those out if you want. I don't mind. It's up to you. I have some drawings on there that I'm quite happy with. And it's probably where I'll be posting this one too.
Positivity is my thing, and I'm always welcome.
Of course you're welcome. But yeah, no worries. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I do promise that there will be more streams after this one. I'm going to try and stick to it more regularly. I really want to do this a lot more, even if it's just chatting and stuff. And hopefully I can get a friend on the stream at some point. That'd be fun. Have someone to bounce off with. Alright, you friend. Have a nice sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Says Bird. Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping me company. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye. See ya. Wait, what am I doing? See ya. Bye.